Zdravjita folks, today I want to talk about the Manchester bombing of 2017 where 22 people were killed and by Salman Abedi, who was an Islamic terrorist from Libya. So I want to talk about today because there was a new BBC video on YouTube and they interviewed the dad of Safi Roussos, which is the youngest kid killed in the blast. Which is so horrible, a father losing his daughter at 8 years old because of, the stupid politics and machinations of powerful people. And and they interviewed the dad, and they were talking about how the MI5 had they were worried of him, but they didn't stop him. They were aware of him, of the guy, that he was a security risk, but they didn't stop him.
Salman Abedi murdered 22 people with a bomb at Manchester Arena on the 22nd of May 2017. It was Britain's worst terrorist atrocity since the London bombings in 2005. The youngest killed, Safi Rose Roussos, was just 8.
They should have stopped him. And now knowing this just adds, it just adds to it, to the point where it's heartbreaking. Safi's coming to my mind now thinking, our country could have saved you.
So could the Manchester bombing have been stopped? Two very well-placed sources have revealed new details to Newsnight of what went wrong.
Yeah, so like always, the BBC tells the half-truths, and they just say, the MI5 just knew about the guy but didn't do anything, so MI5, is just somewhat culpable, because, they just didn't do their job, and, they should be more aggressive when catching terrorists, blah, blah. No, I'm here to say, I'm making this video today to say that MI6, MI5, the British government were directly implicated, were directly involved in the murder of the Manchester bombings, because they directly funded the Libyan group that Salman Abedi belonged to and overthrew Muammar Gaddafi. So, how can you, arm a military group? So basically, if I armed a group, if I sold arms to certain people and they went and shot people, I'll be implicated as well, right? I'll be arrested as well as a aider. I mean, even though I didn't know they were planning the attack for, I thought they were just doing drug dealing and stuff like that. I didn't know they were going to shoot schools with a gun, but I would still be arrested and charged for, I don't know what charge it would be, but be aiding an accomplice or facilitating terrorists, blah, 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 even though I didn't know about it. So exactly the same way, the British government as well is complicit in the murder of Safi Roussos and the other 21 people at the Manchester bombing. God rest their soul. So, like I said, this group that Salman Abedi belonged to, in the BBC and other news, that doesn't name them by their real name. They call them Al-Qaeda, ISIS, which is vague, like other group. But this is a specific group though, which I have the name over here. Give me a minute. It's Libyan Islamic Fighting Group, also known as Arabic Al-Jama'a Al-Islamiyya Al-Muqatila bi-Libya. So yeah, it was an armed Islamic group militant participating in the 2011 Libyan civil war, which one of their leaders is Al-Qaeda aligned, he formed, after this group became defunct, he created another group called Libya Shield Forces, which is Al-Qaeda aligned, and supports the Tripoli government, which is supported by the UN, France, and etc. I think. So it was delisted. This group was delisted by Foreign Terrorist Organization, the U.S. Department. Okay, it was prescribed as a UK Home Office, but sanctioned as a UN 1267. And let's see. GF was founded in 1995 by Libyans who had fought against Soviet forces in Afghanistan. So, these were the same people that, the CIA and MI6, supported in the Soviet times and in the Afghan-Soviet war, in the Cold War. And Yeah, which was partly funded by the MI6. So since since Afghanistan, since the 80s, these guys were funded by the MI6. And was funded by Afghanistan by Abu Layth al-Libi. Another, And also, one of the prime ministers right now, not prime ministers, ministers right now, for this group is in, what's his name? Abdul Hakim Belhaj. Abdul Hakim Belhaj, he was, as you can see this video right now,
given the full VIP treatment by the British ambassador in Istanbul. Abdul Hakim Belhaj was handed the apology denied to him for the last 6 years.
Finally, today, justice has been achieved.
Can we just stop on the steps?
Simultaneously, his wife and son arrived at Parliament to witness a very public show of contrition, a government saying sorry for allowing them to be kidnapped and returned to Libya to be tortured.
We are profoundly sorry for the ordeal that you both suffered and our role in it. The UK government's actions contributed to your detention, rendition and suffering. The UK government shared information about you with its international partners. We should have done more to reduce the risk that you would be mistreated.
Belhaj and his pregnant wife Fatima fled Libya in 2001. They were arrested 3 years later in Thailand, just 2 weeks before Tony Blair's controversial deal in the desert with Libyan dictator Colonel Gaddafi.
So even more so damning, and even more so chicanery and duplicitous and violence of the British government is shown in this video. That one of the main leaders of this group, Abdul Hakim Belhaj, was funded by the MI6. Well, as you can see in this video, we're going to show you right now, when Britain supported, made a deal, shook hands with Gaddafi after, when they made an oil deal and they shook hands and everything was buddy-buddy, they asked this guy, they told the Libyan government where he was, I think it was in Thailand, and then the Libyan government, the CIA arrested him and handed him over to the Libyan government, Abdul Hakim Belhaj. So he was fighting for them, he was supporting them, and then they made a deal on the side with the Libyan government, and then betrayed this guy, right? And then when 2011 happened, they betrayed Gaddafi and supported this guy again, and now they had to apologize for him. The Home Office apologized to this, the first jihadi, I guess they apologized to ever, Western governments or UK government. So to finish off, the Manchester bombing and the support of MI6 and MI5 and the British government to, Islamic Group of Libya, I forgot their full name, but you know what, the Islamic Group of Libya with this Obeidi and Abdul Hakim Belhaj belongs to, shows that, the British government and the American government and other Western powers use jihad and Islam as a fuel for the empire, at least before Russia came along again. That they supported these people, even though they know they were not good people, and some of them were fucking crazy. They supported them, gave them guns, and then after that, when shit happens, they went around. We have to get more military power. We have to invade this country and that country to protect us from these people. So what the fuck is going on, man? What are you doing, man? You support them on the one side and then attack them on the other side. What the fuck is going on, man? And then you put in the Patriot Act and etc. And then you also put them in a box and put in fear your own people. That's why there's fucking cameras all over the streets of London, right? Because of terrorism. That's one of the main reasons, I would say. So yeah, I don't know what the reasons right now, but that's one of the main reasons UK gave to put on all those fucking cameras all over the streets for terrorism, while they themselves are fucking actually supporting terrorism. Look at Libya right now, man. It's a fucking mess. With Libya Shield, Libya Dawn, Libya this, all sorts of warlords and jihadists running around shooting people, open slave markets. Not only did they destroy Libya, they also destroyed Mali next door. So So people that say, oh, this is just because of Islam. No, this is the machination and chicanery of our elites. I don't know what the end game is, though. We can see, though, that, you know, their hands are very dirty. They want master planners. They're not just, you know, this is not just, oh, you know, we forgot to, you know, check on this tip on this Islamic guy. No, this is a case of, oh, we funded and, and trained these fighters to overthrow Gaddafi, and then, some of them were dissatisfied with us and they killed some of our people, including our, one little girl. So, at the end of the day, the American government, the UK government, they don't give a fuck about you, man. They're not there to protect you against terrorism. These people fund terrorists when it suits them, and they kill terrorists when it suits them too. You know. So that's my video, man. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.